Alrighty, y'all, it's time. We are ready with our next run. This is Mother, otherwise known as Earthbound Beginnings. Breadcrumb Glitch Any % being run by passere. Please take it away.
Hello everybody, I'm passere, and this is going to be a Breadcrumb Glitch Any % run of Mother 1, as you just heard. This will actually be Mother, because Earthbound Beginnings was the English localization, and I am running on the original Japanese version. And here with me is my commentator.
Hi, I'm crisptina, and I'm really excited to talk about this silly version of the game.
Yeah, so we can get right into it. Time is going to start when I reset the console here, so that'll be in 3, 2, 1. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's start that again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so Mother was originally released for Famicom in Japan in 1989. It was localized for North America, as we mentioned, Earthbound Beginnings, but it was never released. And we're running on the original Japanese version because the main feature of today's run, the Breadcrumb Glitch, only works in the Japanese version. So we're starting off with this nice little story about Maria and George, a couple who disappeared in the early 1900s. George eventually came back, and Maria was never seen again. But now it's the 1980s, and we're the great-grandchild of George and Maria, and things are starting to get weird. We're getting attacked by a lamp in our bedroom. So we're Ninten, we're 12 years old, and we're just...
I'm going to reset until I get that manip at the beginning, because that's very important to set up our stats.
Yeah, so RNG is huge here. Every single frame of a selection, as well as every step in an encounter zone, every time that in the overworld one of the characters takes a step, all of those are advancing RNG. And we're using very precise movements and selections in order to manipulate the RNG to get this game done as fast as possible. So
because we're skipping a lot of the game, our stats become very, very important, and so getting the right stats is like, we won't be finishing the game unless we get the right stats.
Yeah,
we're skipping so much of everything.
We need precise encounters with enemies who are going to have exact attacks, all sorts of things. And it starts all the way at the character creation screen. So RNG is already going, and passere has to select every frame where you can select is advancing the RNG.
This is good.
All right, let's get this lamp.
Lamp is dead.
We win.
Sorry, Lamp.
All right, now we're gonna go visit our sister's room and get attacked by her baby doll. Don't worry, this is not a real baby, in spite of what the graphics might look like.
All right, RNG is still good. We got
the smash! Yay!
We got the smash hit.
That's how we know that we're on the right values. We got a critical hit.
Yeah, this is a doll. This is not a cool baby.
But
it's
things
very
are clearly
looking, though.
Things are clearly going wrong in this world. We're all of a sudden getting attacked by lamps and dolls. And normally in the game, we're going to investigate. Our great-grandparents knew a lot about psychic powers, and we're going to try to get information from them. But we're going to skip all of that.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. We're just going to leave, actually. Yeah. We have to talk to Dad first on the phone. You never actually see your father, but you talk.
And we're out. We're into the overworld. So we're entering an encounter zone. Again, every single step here advances the RNG.
Yeah,
we're gonna head into town.
There is a possibility of an encounter on every step here. Luckily, we haven't gotten any because we don't have a manip for that part. But yeah, as you were saying, we're heading into town.
Now we're into town. Sorry. No, it's okay. I hold my breath through those encounter zones. Now we're into town, and so we're not in an encounter zone anymore. But we're
now
gonna
we
head
do
to
the most important thing.
Yeah, the most important thing, this version of the run is called Breadcrumb %. And so we need to get some bread. We're gonna go to the ATM, withdraw some money. And unfortunately, in this little town, inflation has gone rampant. It might sound familiar to some of us, and a single loaf of bread is $30. So we're gonna spend all of our money on that $30 loaf of bread. But we got it. We've got that bread already. And I hope that people are donating for Blackheart Wings Boston Fund so that Blackheart Wings can get the bread as well. And here, we're just gonna reset the console. So this is still part of the run. It just allows us to kind of reset all of those RNG values while we start into the second phase of it. So we're heading now to the graveyard, which is, for those that have played this game, or I think even in Mother 2, the graveyard has kind of a negative connotation. It's very difficult. We know that we're on the right RNG value because in the overworld, we just saw one of those little characters move up and down in a pattern. So now we're back in these encounter zones. And every time you see passere open and close the menu, that would have been an encounter, but instead we're able to open the menu to advance the RNG and jump over that encounter. So we're actually ignoring all of these fights through here. Alright, we got through the first half of the graveyard without any encounters. Second part's pretty scary, but I think we've got it. I think we're gonna do it. This is the run.
This is the run.
So again, we're just skipping over those encounters. We're heading to the graveyard actually to help rescue a little girl named Pippi. The mayor has begged us, our little 12-year-old Nin10, to go rescue this girl Pippi that's gone missing. And of course the mayor is very concerned because he's worried about his re-election. And so he wants us to save this girl to make sure he gets re-elected. And we made it all the way to Pippi without a single encounter. That's amazing. Very difficult. Great work, passere. So Pippi's going to do some very important things for us. First, she's going to give us the Franklin badge, which might sound familiar for some of you, especially people who've played Smash. The Franklin badge appears there. And then we're also going to have Pippi actually help us with our breadcrumbs. So normally in this game you'll get a lot of different little characters who will join you on your journey, but we're only getting Pippi. And there passere was waiting for a certain shaking of the coffins pattern to know that we're on the right RNG value. And then we're heading out, still trying to avoid all those encounters. It's been really clean so far. This is a really difficult section. Especially like the RNG is advancing, again, every frame of a menu. And so there can actually be some really nice finessing where you might feel like, oh, that one was actually really long. And
That's
so, yeah, we can fight a couple bats. I think we can hopefully survive this one. Yeah, I mean, we're almost out as well. So the fact that we made it this far to the first encounter is really great. And we got a crit there with Smash.
Oh, come on, bats. Unfortunately, bats take a long time because they have so many turns.
Yeah, and there's all 4 of them here too. So there's actually a variety of really fun encounters that we're skipping over. There's dogs that'll attack us, bats. There's actually a crazy hippie, and a local farmer will attack us. It's really fun. We're trying to skip all of that as much as possible. So we're gonna take Pippi back to town and let the mayor know that he doesn't have to worry about his re-election because the little girl is saved.
He has saved the little girl by sending a little boy to save her.
To go save her. The important thing is that he's gonna give us money. We just need money.
We're in it for the money.
The most important thing here is the ability to buy bread. So we have priorities.
Most important thing in this whole run. Bread.
The world is falling apart and we just need some bread. Alright, here you go, Mayor. We found Pippi.
Give us $100.
Yay! Alright, so breadcrumbs. We've been giving a lot of hints here, but I guess I'll kind of explain what's actually going on with these breadcrumbs. So when you use the bread object, it creates breadcrumbs. And you can use breadcrumbs to return to the location, it's almost like a little breadcrumb trail that you leave behind. And so it essentially creates like your own little warp point. And what we're going to do is buy a bunch of bread here from this shop person who sometimes runs away from us while we're trying to shop from them. So I'm glad
we
they're
were
staying
lucky
put right now.
Yeah, they haven't left. We're good. We got all the bread we needed.
Wow, they actually wanted our money today. Sometimes you're in the middle of a conversation with this person and they just run away from you.
They're just gone. Bye.
And so we create some breadcrumbs. We gave them to Pippi, and she actually was holding the breadcrumbs originally as we were running away there. And now we're going to go back to Pippi, and she'll give us back those breadcrumbs that we had given her. But because those breadcrumbs were in her inventory, they get registered as having a set warp point, even though we
Here's
didn't.
the hippie.
Yeah, there's our hippie. I really don't understand the sort of things that are attacking us. Oh, there's a dog. You don't love that. Like a rabid dog or something.
Yeah, this one's scary.
So the breadcrumbs in Pippi.
Oh, come on, really?
Aw. Okay.
Okay,
We're
should be good
almost
now.
to Pippi's house.
Yeah.
So
These are
they're
just
triggered
random
as
encounters,
having been
unfortunately.
used, but they don't have an origination point for the breadcrumbs. So when we use those glitchy breadcrumbs, we end up in this place. And this is maybe something's going a little wrong with the game. Maybe we're not supposed to be here. So we're in this like glitched out version of the map with all these just like empty places and repeating figures. And from here, we're actually just gonna walk straight to the end of the game. So we have to navigate, Pastor has to navigate through this messy area. You have to try to find patterns in where you are because sometimes things are all moved around. And then you
can soft block actually, but we're good. We're past the point.
We're past the soft
I did not walk into the soft block, guys.
Great! And then you have to count the number of grass tiles that you're walking down as we're
not for
trying
this part.
Great.
Luckily, I just get to hold the block button right now.
Beautiful.
So
we
actually,
don't walk too far.
This is a great time if there's any donations or anything from the host right now.
Oh, I was very happy to hear that I've hosted for 2 games this marathon, that bread is extremely important. First in Scarlet, we're talking sandwiches. Now we're talking breadcrumbs and Mother. Earthbound Beginnings Mother, because you're playing Japanese. So I apparently have a theme for my shifts. That's great to hear.
It's perfect.
I suppose now is a fantastic time to remind everybody of the incentives we got going on right now. Currently, we have Pump It Up XX 20th Anniversary Edition. You can get a bonus co-op songs from the runner with their friend and fellow runner Haru. That is a $500 total donation goal we're aiming for. We've also got a bid war currently open for Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, which is actually just after this run. You can name the farm. Currently, Mocha 11, the runner for Pokemon Scarlet, Mocha Jones 10, named after him, is winning. And the other option is Land of Oz, but you can tell us in your donation anything you may want, like sandwich, breadcrumb, baguette, if we're going to keep this thread going. Because, honestly, I'm about it. This is now a wheat farm and nothing else.
Ooh, dramatic.
And all of those donations as they come in work towards a hopeful cumulative. We opened up a goal for $4,000. That's the milestone. And we will have an additional run at the end of the marathon by our friend Blackheart Wings. That is the Seated Crafts Room run in Stardew Valley. So you can get 2 Stardew Valley runs. You can get 2 things for the price of 1 donation. And also, you're changing a life. So really, it's a lot more than 2 things. Things to keep in mind. Thank you all for being here as well. A big thank you, I feel like, needs to be said more often.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And thanks to everyone for donating. All right, we're now at the end of the game. We found Maria, who is Queen Marie now, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
And we're trying to death warp out of here. We can use breadcrumbs to just come back to this area. But unfortunately, no one wants to attack us right now.
Let's see how much damage we take. We have 8 HP. What are they going to do?
We have 8 HP.
211. Yeah, we're dead.
That's pretty dead. Tragic. That's okay. We left our breadcrumbs, so we can just warp straight back to the end of the game.
Oh, you know what? I didn't need to walk away this time.
So we made it to the end of the game, but we're going to do a little bit more setup before we try to defeat the final boss. So again, we're going to reset the console, reset that RNG, and start getting our setup ready for the end of the game.
Yeah, because we need to get very specific encounters here, and actually I might have taken too long on that menu there. Yeah, this is not going to be the right encounter, so let's do that again.
That's alright. It's luckily the very beginning, right after the reset, so it's easy to fix. So we want some very, very specific encounters so that we can get a ton of levels up very quickly, as well as get a couple key powers that we need. And so the thing that we're looking for, and we just found it here, is we want 4 starmen to fight against us. And you might notice very early on that Pippi gave us this useful item called the Franklin Badge. Well, whenever these starmen use the move PK Beam Gamma against us, our Franklin Badge reflects it right back on them, and we are able to one-shot these super powerful late-game enemies. And so you can see
at
we've
level
already
2.
taken one out. Yes, we
are
at
level 2.
We have barely any HP, and yet we're able to one-shot these super powerful enemies. And so because of the RNG manipulation, we are able to ensure that we only have encounters against these enemies, and they're only using that power against us. And so we're just one-shotting them and getting a bunch of levels super fast. And again, here remember that every single frame where passere can select is advancing the RNG. And so you'll notice we do kind of these like empty clicks where we're not actually doing anything, but we're just trying to advance the RNG. So there's a certain pattern, a certain number of clicks that we're using in order to make sure that we only encounter these groups of 4 starmen and that they only use PK Beam Gamma against us. And here,
yeah,
we don't have.
We're gonna get a lot of
control.
levels.
Yeah, we're gonna get a ton of levels, but we aren't able to control this exact RNG. So we're getting a bunch of levels. We're getting a bunch of side powers. We don't get to know exactly what, which is kind of the fun gambling part of this run. Oh, we got 11 there.
11's
so you'll
good.
see we're getting lots of 2s and 3s, but we don't know how much HP it's all going to add up to, and we're kind of shooting for a range that we can hopefully get enough HP that we can survive the final boss battle. But yeah, this is definitely one part of the fun part of the run that we can't totally control, and it makes it exciting, I think, to try to get for a PB or try to run for the record. You'll notice there we're getting some psi powers. So essentially, once you've reached the level threshold for a psi power, it's random which powers you'll be given or how many. And so we need a couple particular ones for the final fight. And we'll do a check later on to make sure that we've gotten all the psi powers we need. And there's a couple other little backup things we can do, because once we've reached that level threshold, we can just do a couple other really easy encounters and get those psi powers if we're missing them. But if we get really lucky and have a really great run, then we might have them right off the bat. So here's those like empty inputs, those little beeps, just advancing the RNG in order to make sure that we only get these attacks. Nice! You just got a single shot off on these late game people, all 4 of them. You're so good, passere. It's incredible.
I'm so powerful.
So powerful.
This is where actually the level ups get a little more complicated.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing a combination of holding and mashing.
Yes.
For the level up screens. For the first one, I just hold it, and actually that gives us a little bit more consistent stats for at least the first one, but this is where it starts to get truly random.
Mm-hmm. This music is so intense too. I really hope that people are donating. I'm really glad to be a part of this today, and I'm very excited for all of the farming games that are happening. So I hope people are donating to name the farm in Harvest Moon. Love Harvest Moon. We got started later today. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get all of the bread. We're going to raise all of the wheat. a lot of bread is needed here because we're gonna keep trying to go back and forth from this end game. So I think we had like 4 loaves of bread in the end.
Yeah. 4. A lot of bread.
So that we can keep warping back and forth.
And then a whole lot of medicine to survive.
Yeah, and then we'll just fill up our pack with healing in order to survive the final boss.
This is a tense part, because depending on how long this level up screen takes, there's actually a few different encounters that I can get.
We can get some deceptive starmen. I'm not sure. I know you've been changing the route a little bit. Can you still get the fake starmen?
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, we only want these groups of 4 starmen, but there is, if the level up screen takes too long, we can get a deceptive group that won't give us the attack that we want and can be very dangerous. So we're just holding our breath here, but I think maybe it's the next one. I haven't actually been counting. The 3rd group of starmen is...
Alright, yes, so this is it. This is the last group. I did get the like quote unquote normal one. I didn't get the early encounter. So that's good, but I did make up a manip for the early group, so it wouldn't actually kill the run, but I have to make sure that I know which encounter I get because they look exactly the same.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you've been investigating and figuring out, you know, some other ways around that we can manip just with different values, essentially.
And that's it. This is the last level up, so we want to see a lot of HP here. Oh, 12? That's nice.
12, yeah.
That doesn't guarantee that we have enough HP, but that is nice to see.
And you can see that just from these encounters, we're at level 18 now.
Use some bread.
So we've done all of the level ups that we need for this entire game. And now we're just gonna try to death warp back home.
68? No.
Oh no! Too powerful. Just kidding, it's just way faster to...
Alright, let's see what we have. We have 114 HP, and we only have 1 of the abilities that we need, so...
Alright,
we're going to fix that. First, I'm going to take a lot of cash out. Turns out leveling up gives you a lot of money.
So much money! So, we're gonna head back home and get some of those easy encounters I talked about to try to get more of those psi powers. So we need the psi stone to help us regain TP in order to use our powers on the last fight. We're heading back home because for some reason this game won't ever let you get rid of your ATM card, and that takes up one of our inventory spots that are really important for us to fill with healing powers. But you can just hand your ATM card to your sister and she can hold it for you. So we're gonna do some little encounters along the way.
Oh wow.
We got 3 psi powers there, so hopefully we got some of the ones that we need. So we'll hand our ATM card to our sister. We'll give her back our Franklin badge since we don't need that anymore. And then we'll just fill our inventory up with healing for that final boss fight.
There's a little bit of RNG there actually, because when I use the stone to replenish my psi points, it can just break after one use. There's a small chance that it breaks. After every use, there's a small chance that it breaks, so you really just don't want it to be after the first use, because you're supposed to use it twice.
Oh no! We're getting attacked by another hippie. We got attacked by a farmer a second ago. I wonder if that's the farmer from the later farming sims we're gonna run later today. Maybe the
taking revenge for not going first.
The Harvest Moon farmers. He's worried about our bread consumption levels and is trying to look Oh no, it's another farmer!
This is Wally,
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh goodness. Okay, I hope that people donate. And
Smash.
okay, we got a crit there. Maybe people can donate and we can name the later farms for Wally. That would be wonderful.
That's true. We've got 1, we've got 2. Okay, we've got the abilities that we need.
Awesome.
114 HP is
mid.
doable.
Right?
It's not my favorite, but we should be okay. This run is gambling
It's really
at
fun.
the end.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go with it, I think. I think 114 is...
114's doable. So the range goes all the way from like 100 to like 120 that I've seen. So 114's on the higher end. If you're less than 110, just don't. It's always possible, but it's really, really unlikely that will finish. And for a marathon, I have some safety things and some backups. And since we're on Switch, I can also have safety saves, luckily. Oh, yep, there you walked away. Hey, come back!
We're trying to buy from you. Why are you running away? Take our money.
I want to stop.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stop it!
Oh my!
No, I don't even want that. Now I bought the wrong thing. I mean, I didn't buy it, but almost.
Yeah. This is really this is an approach to customer service. So we're just buying a bunch of life up creams here. We're just trying to buy them all at once. I guess these early games they don't have the option that you can now just buy buy all of the life up creams that you're selling. That's just not an option. You have to buy them one at a time and they might run away while you're in the middle of it. So
you also have to make sure that you're selecting the correct option. Like you have options to talk to things, to check things. You can't talk to something that you have to check, and you can't check something that you have to talk to.
Oh my goodness. So you can see our inventory is full of life up creams, and we're ready to go to the final fight. So look at that. We've already made it. I will say, during this final fight, there's some flashing. Oh, there's already a couple right there, but there will be some repeated flashing, so photosensitive folks probably want to tune out for the rest of this run. It's pretty much through the end that we're going to have some flashing lights. So please be aware of that, and I think they said they can pin something in chat as well. Alright,
we
so
went first.
we went first, Jen.
We went first! We don't even have to do it again!
Perfect. Sometimes
there is no manip for that. We just have to keep resetting the fight until we go first there, because we have to put up a shield that protects us from taking the full damage that Geek does. And this is Geek.
This is Geek. So yeah, so we need to put up our size shield first. We got that. Thank goodness we don't have to reset. And so Geek is the alien that's kind of causing some weird things to happen. It turns out that
why do I have so much? Oh, come on. That's okay. We'll do it again.
Yeah, this is one of those things that you just have to do some gambling. So we're trying to get our shield up first, and we're trying to hopefully not take so much damage. Essentially, he does enough damage that usually we can get like 2 turns out of a single life up cream. You'll notice we have a handful in our inventory, and we're trying to use those and ration them in such a way that we can get through that final fight. We're hoping for 2 turns per life up cream, essentially.
If you've played this game, you would have like a full party at this point. You'd be fully leveled up, but we went to the bare minimum that we could, and we only have Ninten with us. Ninten is the main character.
Yep, yeah, we would normally have friends to help support us, but we're just going solo because we want to go fast. And also, who needs friends when you have bread?
We've got bread. That's all we need. Okay. We should be good this time. I think.
Again, this is all a lot of gambling, so it's really fun. It's kind of a push
That's what the
your luck.
backups are for.
Yeah. It's kind of a push your luck.
It's really cool to watch because you're constantly pushing your luck, and so, you know, there's the, like, will they get it this time? Will it work this time?
Mm-hmm.
That also makes it a little bit stressful to run at a marathon, but like I said, we've got the backups.
And I believe
we will finish, one way or another.
We're gonna drag through this. And also, one thing I like about this this final thing is, a lot of games you're like beating
3.
up the final boss.
We have 3
Oh, we're
HP.
down to
This is
3
fine.
HP.
This is fine.
Beautiful. Hey, we fully healed. We're totally fine. Yeah, so we were down to 3 for a second there, which is where that like window, like if you had 120 HP, it would just give you a little more flexibility to take a little damage. Essentially, Geek was raised by George and Maria, I believe. And rather than trying to beat him up at the end, we're actually going to sing him a song. And we're trying to convert his heart, make him feel the memories of his childhood so that he doesn't attack Earth and changes his mind. So there we go. Once we've stalled long enough, we can start to sing our little song. And Geek cuts us off and is like, no, don't sing that. And so we're just going to keep at it. We'll sing, I think we're trying to sing 11 times. Yep. And once we've gotten 11 sings in, then I guess we'll see what happens. I won't spoil it, but each time you'll hear that our song gets a little bit longer.
The whole game is about, finding this song, and we just skipped that. We already know it, turns out.
Yes. You're supposed to collect different parts of the songs from all of the different parts of the game. But honestly, I think we just feel it in our souls. It's one of those things. It's in our hearts. So we didn't actually need to play the game to learn the song.
This is where having 114 HP is a bit of a problem because we need to, as Christina said, we need to try to get 2 sings per
So right here we have 43 HP, which could be too low. Geek can do around I think 29 to 47 damage each turn.
We're about to find out.
We're gambling. We're saying we've
Please,
got 43.
Geek.
Let's go for it.
37. We're safe.
We're fine. 6 HP. Can't even touch us. And I think we do have like 1 extra life up cream, right? There's like a little bit of wiggle room where you don't have to gamble every time, but...
The nice thing about going back to give your ATM card to your sister is that it frees up that extra slot. And so, like, if you're going for world record, you wouldn't do that. You would just, like, go straight for it. And you would also expect to have, like, you would need to get the right RNG to have the right HP and have all of the abilities right after you're done grinding for levels. This is a safer route so that we can know that we will get there. Oh, 39.
Ooh.
I'm going for it because we've already wasted some.
Alright. Everyone, cross your fingers, put your sings in chat, give your donations.
Donate so Geek doesn't do 39 damage.
I'm feeling 38. I think Geek is gonna do 38 and leave us on 1 HP.
Please, please, please. No!
Oh, exactly 39. Oh, the pain. And this is why it's a gamble. We pushed our luck. Sometimes you just gotta do it to save the frames. Do it to go fast.
This is why the estimate is 50 minutes.
we gave an estimate. It's fine. I think it makes it really fun to run though.
It is. It's an amazing feeling when you don't die.
What if it was the 38 that time?
But what if?
We'll never know.
Just like the same principles of RNG apply here. So actually, if I had, maybe waited a millisecond longer before selecting an option, maybe I wouldn't have died there. But this isn't a manip. It's just me. That's bad. We didn't go first. This isn't a manip. This is just, this is just me making judgments about, can we survive this? Are we likely to survive this? And in the case that just happened, I think we were pretty likely to survive it. It's just unfortunate that we got the bad RNG.
Yeah. There's a pretty big range of damage that he can do.
And because my HP is only 114, this is just generally going to be a riskier fight than if it were, even too higher, like 116 or a lot higher, like 120. We didn't go first.
Wow, Geek is really punishing us for trying that. It's like, you pushed your luck, and I'm
How
gonna get
dare
you?
you? How dare you try to win?
We're just a little 12-year-old boy.
Facing the alien that's trying to take over the whole world.
It's all on us.
Alone, because none of our friends are here.
Yeah, we don't even have friends.
Horribly underpowered. We did see the breadcrumb dimension, though. I don't know. Maybe we know things.
The breadcrumb dimension, I mean, yeah, we could talk a little bit more about that, too. Basically, it's this weird version of the map that you can, like, look at the whole map, and you can walk anywhere on the map from that special, weird breadcrumb dimension. It's actually really fun to look at. It's like a total side effect of the programming, and that's why we do it in Japanese. The glitch was... It was patched. There's a version of... in the English version, but there's also, like, a version of a different type of breadcrumb glitch, I think, in...
Yeah, there's a Game Boy release of Mother 1 and 2. And that one was just released in Japan, and so they fixed Breadcrumb Glitch for the English release, and then it's not the same Breadcrumb Glitch, but you can do Breadcrumb Glitch in a different way in the Game Boy versions.
Yeah.
So they put it back in.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, we went first.
I mean, as a programmer, it speaks to my soul. Definitely, like, I patched the bug and then added back in on it. Oh, look, he did 39 damage. That felt very spiritual. I think that Geek is saying something there.
Geek's gonna let us win this time.
He did exactly 39 damage. He is not forgotten in all of these big sets.
All of the hard work that we've done.
29. That's I think that might be the lowest possible he can do.
Yeah, 29's awesome. Thank you, Geek. Can you do that some more? So this is the phase again where I'm just continuously healing until the sing option is available.
We're just taking it. We're just tanking it. I don't know. We could live.
Okay.
19. We'll do a little heal from there. The music of this game is so incredible. Just the pure terror of these alien noises and then the beautiful songs. Oh, it's so good.
The graveyard music's actually really creepy.
Yeah. It didn't need to go that hard. Alright. Got our first sing in. And Geek's like, no way. Don't even.
Yeah, we can't go with that one. Nope, not that.
33 is a little too low. So this is why we've got our extra little bit of wiggle
luckily
room.
This time, one thing that I didn't talk about that happened last time is I had to use my Life Up Cream a little bit before the sing became available because Geek just did too much damage at the beginning. So I already lost kind of some of the wiggle room before I even started singing last time, but this time that did not happen. We're gonna do it at 40. I usually say let's do it at 40, so
Okay.
it'll be 39 again.
Never punished. I'm feeling like 29.
35!
Oh, yeah,
okay.
We're totally fine.
We're safe.
Totally fine. Oh yeah, in chat they're talking a little bit about our different versions of Geek. Yeah, there's Googie, there's Greg. You call him whatever you want.
I don't know, maybe he's really mad about Greg and that's why we died last time.
Ooh.
Can we give him a bread-related name?
Ooh. What
They're
are
like
what
a
are some...
G... I almost said flavor of bread. I don't think that's how that works. A type of bread that starts with the letter G.
All I'm thinking is Gouda.
Again.
That's cheese. That's not a bread.
It is cheese, but it is fantastic. I'm a big fan.
I don't know. Do we want to taunt it? Well, that was 36. That's fine.
I played it safe. I got another exactly 40, and I played it safe, and then Geek did 36 damage, so...
Absolutely.
Geek's taunting us.
I think he feels forgiveness. He's done enough today. He's realized he wants Blackheart Wings to be able to go to Boston. So.
Exactly. Why does it keep being exactly 40?
40.
Alright, we're gonna do it. Please. Please, Key.
The gambling
Just
of
this
this
once.
game, I swear. Graham bread? Grainy bread?
Please. And the other thing is, the longer you go... Alright, we're safe.
30
The, like,
yes.
the further in that you get, the longer the song takes. So when you know that you've done something really risky, the further you are in the fight, the longer you have to wait to find out if it paid off.
Yeah, we're singing this like whole long song. Ooh, there's a bread suggestion. Grain, comma, multi. Grain. We'll just call him Grain. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Our new friend Grain.
Oh, you almost got the song there, and he's like, absolutely not, absolutely. Cut it off.
Oh, 44. That's nice.
We're-
That's safe.
we're
Thank
safe.
you.
We're fine.
And then yeah, it just gets longer and longer every time. I mean, it is always possible, even with 44, that we could die.
Yeah. Well,
So let's find out.
spoiler alert for this game that came out in the 80s. But he, or Grain as we're calling him, was raised by George and Maria, and this was actually the same melody.
41. Wow, if we had had 40, we would have died
Oh
there.
my gosh. Oh, okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're on a roll. This was the melody that was sung to our grainy boy when he was young. And so he's having an emotional reaction to this song, which is why he's cutting us off. But in the end, I think we're gonna win. I think we're going to
We got this. We'll finish the song.
he'll feel it in his heart.
I think our friend Grain needs therapy.
I think so too.
Unfortunately, he just comes back in Earthbound and does it again, so he did not learn anything from this first time.
But at that point, he goes by, like, I don't know, grainy goss. It's a little different.
Multigrain.
Multi-grain, there you go.
10 grains.
This should be
9
okay.
whole grains.
A part of a balanced breakfast.
I think we've got it with just the exact amount of turns.
Oh my goodness. Unless
He goes first, which is always possible. So I've done all of this stuff to make sure that I go first. One of the abilities I used was Quick Up, which makes your speed faster. It still is. There's always the slight chance that he goes first and just kills you.
There it is.
Okay, we've made it this far. Oh no, we actually have an extra turn. Okay, so we did still have one extra turn. We didn't run out all of our luck.
And this
This
our last
should be the
rank.
last one.
Yeah.
We've made it.
The whole song.
Yes, enjoy the
All
nice, peaceful
alone.
song.
No friends by our side, but we went straight to the final boss fight.
There we
And
go.
there it is.
So I will call time here. That is time. If you look at the leaderboard, actually this is not the time that we use on the leaderboard. We actually watch the entire credits for the leaderboard, but they take a long time. There's a single input after the credits, so you guys don't want to stick around for the whole credits to watch me press the A button once. We could. Let's not. So yeah, that was Mother 1. That was Breadcrumb Glitch Any %. I hope you guys enjoyed the bread. Thank you guys all so much for being here too, and for supporting Blackheart Wings. She is really awesome and has done so much for the speedrunning community, and so I'm really excited to be here and helping with this marathon. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm passere. I stream twitch.tv/passere, and I do a lot of kind of glitchier retro games. A lot of 102 Dalmatians. That's a PS1 era platformer. with some cool out-of-bounds stuff, but also just other glitchy things like this. Sometimes you'll see me do stuff like this. And, yeah, Crispina, you don't even run this game, so what do you do?
Yeah, so I actually run Stardew Valley mostly. So Blackheart Wings has been so incredible for that community, and we're so grateful. I'm really glad I got to participate today to support her. I hope people are able to donate. We're so grateful for everything she's done there. Made a big difference in my experience speedrunning that as well. I don't stream, but I'm around in the Stardew Discord, so if it's something you've ever thought about, it'll be later today. So I'm always happy to help newcomers there as well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for commentating. And we do have guides for this as well if you're interested in this game, or if you're interested in a different category that maybe doesn't rely so much on RNG manipulation. We have those too. Don't worry, you do not have to do all of this if you want to speedrun this game. But thank you so much to the people who've made guides for the game, especially Tracy. That's the terrific Tracy's guide is the one that I used to learn it. So it's a lot of fun.
I think that's it.